Hi friends, hope you're doing well. I'm Dr. Milind. So through this interview series, we are bringing you some amazing and inspirational success stories. We are always fascinated by top rankers, and especially those who are in the top 50 and 100. And we always wonder that what is that X factor? What exactly they do? So today we have Dr. Lochan with us, who have scored an amazing rank of 49 in NEET PG 2022. So let's try to decode those secrets and those students who are aspiring, like the cream ranks, the topmost ranks. Let's try to learn few things from Dr. Lochan. Hi, Dr. Lochan. I welcome you to this
Hi, sir.
interview. Please introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Lochan from Belgavi. I have done my UG from Belgavi Institute of Medical Sciences, Karnataka, and I have done my internship there itself. And I have done 1 year rural service there in biochemistry department in Belgavi Institute of Medical Sciences, Karnataka itself. I
Okay.
am on the verge of completing my rural service, and soon I'll be joining my desired college.
Thank you, Lochan, for the kind introduction. So let's try to know more from Lochan. So what was your basic study source, and from which classes you joined?
Good evening, sir. I started preparing from Marrow from my final year actually. I started during final year by watching final year subjects at that time. Rest first year and second year subjects I couldn't read in internship because the internship in our college was very hectic. So we had to I had to take a break in internship, and then I had to start studying again during my rural service. And in that time I completed all my subjects from Marrow itself.
So that was your only source. Like apart from Marrow, you did not do anything else.
No, sir, I did not go to any other source.
Okay. So before proceeding to next question, what I want to tell the viewers that one of the most inspirational thing about Dr. Lochan's success is lot of students are thinking about working and studying at the same time, doing a job and preparing for the exam for the same time. A lot of students take it as an obstacle and as a hindrance in the preparation. But I think you can take his example that he have done the job and he have been so disciplined throughout his preparation, and he has scored a rank of 49 along with working, because sometimes our family conditions situations are such that they are demanding that we have to work, but that should not be the obstacle in your preparation. And Dr. Lochan has set up that mark, that example, that if you have to work. So let's try to decode that how he did it. So Marrow is considered as an extensive source of lot of students. So how did you divide your day, like with work and your preparation? How did you do it?
Sir, actually, I was, as I told, I was working in biochemistry department. As a tutor, I was working there. So the one thing which biochemistry department gave me as a freedom was after attending to the classes of MBBS students, I could take time for my studies. So even though in 9 to 4 I was working, so I had to take some time out of it, and I could study minimum of 2 hours there in the college itself. But after coming from college, after like freshening up for 1 hour, I had to I was ready to dedicate myself totally to studies. After coming back home from 6 p.m. I used to study till 10:30 non-stop, and then after dinner again I used to study till 2 a.m. So I had decided that at least I'll put up 8 hours of studies after coming back home, and morning I used to study from 8 to 9 till I go to the college. So like making it up at least 9 to 11 hours per day, so that I could complete at least videos plus QBank on that day.
And did you make any notes, or you just followed the printed notes?
Actually, like I followed printed notes during this preparation, but in my final year when I had started, I had made written notes there itself of final year subjects.
Okay.
So that helped me a lot because the bulk of like whatever as it is known, Marrow's bulk is around the major subjects in final year. because I completed them in because those final year subjects I completed in final year itself, that I think gave an edge over others, so that I could complete these minor subjects like the third year subjects, second year subjects. I could finish them faster in this rural service time, because I had finished the major chunk of the portion in final year itself.
Okay.
So that helped me a lot. So only printed notes I referred is for first year, second year, and third year.
And you said you talked about the job, like you did non 9 to 4 job, and you could sneak out 2 hours during your job, and then around 11 hours you studied daily. So, like out of 7 days of a week, like were you able to do it every day, or there were some days when you don't feel like studying or work, or maybe work was hectic or something was like that?
Yes, sir. There were a lot of days, because as I was a JRO tutor in that department, whenever MBBS practicals or internals used to happen, I was appointed as an examiner there for them. So that time it was very busy for that whole 1 or 2 weeks. So that time I used to come back home at 6 p.m. So those days I could only study for 4 or 5 hours only for a day. That used to get me down a bit. But I knew if I could do consistently study at least 4 or 5 hours a day, I could do something.
And
so I think if I'd studied consistently, that's why I think I could achieve.
Exactly, and that is what I tell all the students. All days are not same. Like it does not mean that the top rankers are studying for the defined hours every day. But he did not let any day go. If he is able to study 3-4 hours that day, he would do that instead of letting the day go. Ki, I have not studied today, so I will not study at all. So I think that's
Yes.
not a point. So he at least try to make the best out of the situation. And
Yes.
as we say, I used to ask this question to myself also. There are 2 lakh students who write NEET PG, but why only few succeed? The reason, one of the most important reason is consistency and discipline. And I think Dr.
Yes.
Lochan is an example of this consistency and discipline, that with the work he has done, he has worked consistently with discipline, and that has fetched him a rank 49. So though, and also I will like to add that even if someone is thinking the biochemistry department might be light, but I can tell you that even if you work for 1 or 2 hours, like 1 or 2 hours of internship, your head is fatigued after coming home, and it's very difficult to start studying again even if you spend 1 or 2 hours in hospital. So don't think that any branch is light or hectic, and it's your dedication that is required. I think that is a very important point that he has said.
I would like to add a point also,
Yes,
sir,
yes.
because initially I was not posted in college. I was posted in the laboratory part of biochemistry. There I used to handle these equipments, these tests which used to go on. There I could not sneak out 2 or 3 hours. I couldn't sneak out any time. There I started to begin my preparation, like when I used to come I started with 3 hours, 4 hours. Then slowly, month by month, I started increasing it. Like month by month, I increased it to 7 hours, 8 hours daily. Then I requested my teachers, like as the exams are nearing, sir, please shift me back to college. I'll be studying there itself. So because they were kind, I could sneak out at least 2 hours there. But initially they were not so kind. I had to work. I had to put some work.
If you are in such situation, ask on the people. You never know. Some people might be kind.
Yes, sir.
You have to ask. So,
but they were kind enough to shift me to the college, and so I could sneak out 2 hours. Yes. But my point was, we have to start at a point. We have to gradually increase the hours. Nobody starts directly at 8 hours. If someone starts at 3 hours, it's fine. They'll we can keep on increasing day by day.
But I'll say your determination brings the opportunity. You are ready to study and sneak out those 2 hours. So the opportunity is there. If you're not willing to study at work, you will find no time. That is it is like. So tell us about how did you manage? Because our preparation, especially if we talk about Marrow, it's about your theory, it's about your videos, it's about your custom modules, QBank and Grand Test. So how did you manage everything along with your work, and how did you plan it?
Sir, actually, to say the truth, I have done 4 revisions. First revision was like I had targeted that I should score at least 110 in after the first revision. That's what I had done. I used to plan like week by week. I didn't used to plan for a month or 2 months or 3 months. I used to plan for a week, and in that week I used to plan for the next day itself. Not like planning for the whole week. I used to plan what I could do the next day, how could I get better the next day. So what I did was in that day 9 to 4 as I used to work. In those, if 1 or 2 hours I used to sneak out, I used to watch videos there itself. Because I had printed notes, I used to just put the notes in front of the phone and watch the video there. But QBank part, which is actually the most important part in preparation, I used to come back, I used to sit with notes, close the notes, and then do the QBank, see where what all wrong things I have done. I used to add them only if they are essential, if they are important for NEET. If they are not, I used to leave them. I used to add them, and I used to make sure that in the next revision, in the second revision, I'll revise those points itself. I'll look more, I'll focus more on that points. And I used to give my GTs on Sundays. I had planned such that I'll give my GTs at the normal time of exam, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. After that, after lunch, I used to review for 3 hours, detailed review, looking at correct questions as well as wrong questions initially. Then as my preparation progressed, I started looking at only wrong questions and correcting those. And I used to plan after doing that GT, I used to plan that week that in the next week I look at these mistakes which I have done in GT and make sure that I'll not do those mistakes in the next GT. And for initial 3 months, I used to do one GT for 15 days. And then afterwards, I did GT weekly.
Like as your preparation progressed, then you increase the number of your GTs. Also, this is a very good message for those students who are very obsessed with GTs and give like every week GT since the beginning of their preparation. And I think that's a very I will not say wrong, but that's not a ideal way of going for it. Unless and until you have good knowledge of your theory,
at least a bit of knowledge, at least one revision has to be there, sir,
very good
to start but we should start our preparation with a GT, I think, sir, because we'll get to know where we are. But frequency, I think, per month after till the first revision gets over. And after first revision, we should start giving 15 days a week.
Yeah, exactly.
15 days a month.
As you say that when you give GT and when you get a very bad rank, then you know where you are. And we have
yes,
subject. So in a one day, you're not going to change. So you have to spend next 1 month at least, at least try to cover the portion. Then you write again,
yes,
and then see where you stand. Just by giving GTs, you are not going to improve. That's what I want to say. And I think Dr. Lochan will also agree with that. So
yes, sir, totally.
And you told us about what was your approach to the image-based question? Did you do anything extra for that?
Not any extra, sir. Actually, through some Telegram groups, only at the end of the preparation in the last 15 days, I looked some high yield images. Aside from that, I totally focused for image-based question on QBank itself. No any other source I went.
And
whatever images were there in notes or whatever images teachers showed us in the videos, I focused on that itself.
And I can see a lot of charts behind you, a lot of sticky notes. So that is also the can you do you want to tell us that what is there and how do you filter that? What are you going to write on charts and what was your strategy for last 10 days before exam?
Sir, actually I stick these notes because I had planned that I'll revise these notes every day for an hour. Day by day they kept on increasing. But I had at least I tried to revise a part of them, like at least 4 to 5 of them a day, so that I could complete the whole set of notes by a week. But I think because I was revising volatile points every day, like this scoring system, Glasgow Coma score and all, they were I think for NEET PG and even for INICET, Glasgow Coma score is a very important scoring system. they ask it very frequently.
And you keep
so I made it a point that because we keep because the EV part, verbal part and the motor part are very confusing. I used to get confused between them. So I made it a point that I'll read it often, so that I'll not miss out on such easy question which everyone scores. I think the most crucial part of preparation is revising volatile points in the last 10 days. Sir.
True.
So actually, I had prepared a 20th notebook, in which I had, as soon as after my second revision, I started noting down some volatile points in that notebook of each and every subject. So that I had planned that in the last 4 or 5 days, I'll revise that notebook itself. I'll not touch any big notes, because looking at the notes itself will make us scared. Yes. In the last 10 days. So I had prepared that I'll not look at any notes. I'll look at my 20th notebook, which I have prepared with so much hard work. Each and every day of revision, I was noting down the points which were volatile. So I think that notebook helped me very much during the last 10 days, because I was looking at volatile points which I was frequently forgetting, frequently mistaking it. So I think that improved my rank very much.
Yes, very, very aptly and very nicely said, Dr. Lochan. And I think, either you have a 20th notebook or you have these charts, because don't keep a subject for your last 5 days. And these charts and everything, when it is in front of your eyes, no, even the rank 1 or like rank 49 is as good as rank 1. Even rank 49 is not going to remember all the volatile topics, He also needs it to revise. So that is a very good message for all the students. Did you doubt your selection? Today you stand at rank 49, but did you ever feel, had this doubt in your mind whether I'll get selected or not?
A lot of times I doubted myself, because preparation is not very easy, and not every GT I scored good. Lot of GTs where I had a downfall of maybe by 20 percentile, 10 percentile. I was very depressed at that time, but my friends were there, my family, they helped me. They told me, it's okay, this is just a GT, you will overcome this, you will go through this, it is fine, everyone does mistakes.
True.
Just look at those mistakes and correct them, because till the exam, all these are just till the exam you will be learning. That's what I think. Till the day of exam, till I start the exam, I'll be learning something new. So until till that time, I have time to correct all my mistakes. Till that time, all mistakes are okay. So I thought that I'll correct any mistake I do. That's what people encourage, my close ones encourage me. They are your mistakes. It's okay. Everyone does. Just make it a point that you'll correct them. Don't repeat those mistakes. Even if you repeat it, just look at it why you're repeating it. There must be something wrong. You correct that thing. And it's okay. Not every GT you have to be good.
Yes.
And I should tell you, sir, I never scored above 150 in any GT till now. Only the last GT which I had given, I scored 152 there. So this is to all those people who think that GTs do reflect the scores closely, but not totally.
Not totally.
They just tell you your preparation. They don't tell you what rank you will get, what score you will get. They just gauge your preparation where you are going wrong. So I think GT scores are just for learning. We shouldn't take it to the heart. That's what I like to tell.
It's a very good point, and that's actually what I have been also telling to students for so many months. They are so obsessed with GTs. You said that you never crossed 150 in any of your GTs, but you crossed the 150 when it matters the most. That is your real NEET PG exam. And also, as you said, now your all GT scores become irrelevant. Like you are rank 49, so it does not matter what scores you had. So that is actually, students should understand. You always have a chance of improvement, and you should never take it for good or bad.
Give up.
Don't take to your heart. Even if it is good, don't be, in the air.
Don't be overconfident.
Don't be overconfident. And I think that's a very good point that you have put on. What was your exam day strategy? Like, I am sure that you must be a little bit stressed out, or were you like relaxed? How many questions did you
Sir,
attempt?
yes, sir. Sir, I attempted 199 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Out of that, now as the scorecard is released, I got to know that I have done 173 questions correct
Mm-hmm.
and 26 questions wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I had seen your video before that, before INICET. You had told that you had shown that all the toppers have an attempt margin very high.
Yes.
Like you had told that whatever it is, we have to attempt if we have to be in that competition.
True.
So I had kept that thing in mind, because if I don't attempt, I'll be missing those questions. I'll be missing that chance of getting a top rank like this. So I think attempt margin is also a very important thing. We should attempt at least more than 190 a day.
Very true.
And sir, about exam day thing, I was very calm actually. The 3 or 4 days before exam, when NEET PG admit card was released, I was expecting a center which was near to me. But the thing was, I got a center which was 44 kilometers away from my home.
Mm-hmm.
I was very stressed that day. I couldn't read for at least half a day, because of trying to plan how to go there, how to is the center good or not, are the computers working there or not. But yeah, anxiety is there, sir, but everything works out.
Mm-hmm.
My parents helped me in planning it, and they told me that you don't worry about all this, we'll take care of it. You just think about this last 10 days, last 4 to 5 days, prepare, and then we'll see what happens on the exam day. So I had left the last day, as you pointed out, sir. Stop reading anything after 6:30. Go to stop studying after 7 and go to bed by 9. I did the same thing. I just went to bed by 10 and I slept at 12:30 because I was so anxious that day, because I was thinking what questions will come, what will happen. I think that is very normal. Everyone thinks that thing, sir.
Exactly.
I think.
I tell students through my videos, to stay calm, not to be anxious. And I myself, I have told them, with very candidly, that I myself have never been able to sleep well before any exam. But somehow it works. That is why you should start early. If you start at 10, you will fall asleep by 12:30. If you start at 12, you'll fall asleep by, that time. So it is very important.
2:31.
Yes. So it is very important to, get that. So that's very nicely put. And I think everybody should know, rank 49 is not like you have to do a lot of different things. What you have done is very simple things, but with a consistency and discipline. So lastly, do you want to express gratitude, to your friends and family? I'll give stage to you.
My friends have helped me a lot. They have supported me whenever I was low with scores. Obviously, parents support, but they'll not know what we are going through. They don't know about medical field. At least they'll tell that okay, it is okay that you're wrong, but at least our friends, we can vent out our feelings that we are wrong here, we are wrong there. What am I doing? Why is this happening? They'll tell that it's okay. Yeah, even I am doing the same thing. Even I am going wrong there. Even I have scored bad in this GT. So friends play a lot of role in this, and parents is because I was staying at home, my parents took care that I was having no problem with food, stay, clothes, anything, etc. like that. They didn't used to disturb me for even a minute. They took care of it that way. So I think I'll attribute most of my success to my family and my friends. I know I have done my hard work, but I was allowed to do that hard work because they were supporting me.
That environment plays important role. That's very nice.
I was allowed to do that hard work because they were not disturbing me, even though there were some problems, but they didn't used to come let that problem come to me. They used to handle it by themselves only. So that is a great part by them. And only thing is, I had to earn till a while, I had to work till a while to support them. But at the end, they told that it's okay, this part is very important. Now you have to study. You only leave. Only after telling them, only after they told, I left. So I think my parents like they have the most part of my success. Like they have played a lot of role, and obviously my friends.
You have made everyone proud. Whatever sacrifices they have made, you have made it count, and that's what I would like to tell all the viewers, that if you have not been successful, don't isolate yourself from friends and family. Make them your strength, and make them on your side, so definitely you'll achieve your dream. So thank you so much, Lochan. I think this is one of the very candid talk session and interviews that we had, and I think this is going to put you know bring lot of hopes and a lot of goodwill and that positivity in the minds of students who are preparing, and also especially for the students who are thinking about doing a job and preparing simultaneously. So thank you so much, and I wish you all the best for your future.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.